Shalom, Kal Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers up pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily update, all right? And before we get into the update, we're going to bring out a scripture or two because I just love it when an idiot gives the thumbs down, okay? Which is a picture, it's a snapshot, if you will, all right? I love that, all right? And they say that a picture paints 1,000 words, right? So this is Matthew 12 and 35, all right? So when you come on here, here's what I want you to do. Instead of the thumbs down, put the thumbs down and then explain why you put the thumbs down. I bet you won't do that. Even though the thumbs down is still a picture, and a picture paints 1,000 words. All right? Matthew 12 and 35, a good man out of the good treasure of the heart, meaning your mind, that word heart goes back to the word lob, bringeth forth good things. All right? What are the good things? The precept upon precept. And an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things, like your thumbs down about what this word is saying. You got to prove all things with the scriptures, buddy. Even and whoever you are with the thumbs down, thank you, because now I get to say this. But I say unto you that every idle word, and a picture paints 1,000 words, right? But even your thumbs down, every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words and pictures thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. All right. Oh, it was a thumbs down. It wasn't a word. Hey, this is a computer, bud. You said everything that you needed to say. You don't agree with the scriptures. You don't agree with the doctrine. That's fine. All right. But guess what? But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. All right. Let's go to this. And I mean, this is priesthood. This is the Spirit of the Lord. All right. How about this? Guess where we're at? Saying that. Let's see. This is what I want. And let's go to the top here. You don't even know where you're at when you come on this page. Where we're at. Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God. Guess where we're at? You don't see these scriptures coming out? This is the house of God, boy. All right? Shut your mouth when you go to the house of God. These scriptures are coming out. And be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools. Because your dumbass came on here with your thumbs down. For they consider not that they do evil. Out of an evil man's heart cometh what? Thumbs down. Be not rash with thy mouth, in this case with your pictures, and let not thine heart, your mind, be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. Therefore let thy words, your picture is 1,000 of them, let your words be few. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by the multitude, the 1,000 of his word. Your little picture is worth 1,000 words. All right? So go ahead. And anybody else is welcome to put a little thumbs down. All right? But guess what? You're going to be held accountable, all right, in the day of judgment. You think this is a joke? You think this is a game? The fact that these scriptures are coming out like they are right now, okay? You think that's not the Spirit of the Lord? All right? We're going to prove that. Again, Matthew 12 and 35. A good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things. That's precept upon precept, what's going on right now. And an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. You don't even know that what you're doing is evil. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. Okay? For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. All right, now I forgot where I was about to go to further prove. Where's I going to go? All right, well, let's just get to the lesson. All right, see, right then the Spirit jumped up off of your ass. You was about to... Uh-oh, it just came back. See, that's how the Spirit works. All right, this is John 6 and 63. This ain't no damn game. It is the Spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words, and this is in red too, the book of John. Who is this speaking? It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. When these scriptures are coming out like this, that's the Spirit of the Lord speaking to whoever it is being addressed to. And in this case, whoever put the thumbs down. So I hope you come back and see this. And you can put another thumbs down. All right? And anybody is welcome to put a thumbs down because the angels are recording your actions. And every idle word that you speak, and you're speaking, all right? The Spirit, all right? The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Talking about the Holy Spirit, all right? All right, so with that, I guess we can get to World War III, all right? Now, what did I want today? Isaiah 43, let me see. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Oh, yep, right here. Isaiah 43. Hold on. So lock it for a minute. I don't think this is what I'm looking for, but anyway, we'll go with it. Where did that go? Uh, hmm. right, Salakia, this isn't it. Oh, 41, let me see. I'll find it. Let me see. It is, well, now it's a thing. It'll be an apocryphal. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. I found it. All right, so Salakia for that. That means excuse me, forgive me. All right, here's what I'm looking for. Sometimes you have to make a diligent search. Isaiah 13, and we will start here. And this is talk about the nuclear missiles, which is the last act in World War III. All right. All right, let's start here. I have commanded my sanctified ones. Okay. I have also, let's talk about the saints. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger. Who are the mighty ones? Those are the angels. Even them that rejoice in my highness. Okay. So this is God preparing this battle, right? World War II, in the end of World War II, which is going to culminate in the destruction of all the armies of the earth, including the nations are going to be subdued after their military is gone. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. There's that word, gathered together. The Lord of hosts. Who is the Lord of hosts? That's the Most High. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. This means army. The Lord of the armies mustereth. He's gathering the host of the battle. All right? In this case, it's talking about those nukes. 200 million nukes. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Talk about those nuclear missiles. All right? Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. And therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. What's going to cause that melting? Those nukes, nuclear fire. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at the other. Their faces shall be as flames. What's going to cause that? The weapons of his indignation, those nukes. Okay? Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right? For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine, with all that smoke and stuff in the air. I'm going to jump down to 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. How does that happen? With them nukes. In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Okay? This isn't exactly where I was going with it. They come from a far country. Let me go back. Let's see. Shot. Let me see this. That's what I'm looking for right here. What is it? 1613. Start right here. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 10. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Dust and smell of smoke. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. And the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Okay? Now, what arrow do you know that can be shot from one end of the world to the other? Behold, the plagues. What plagues? The plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. What plagues are we talking about here? Well, let's find out. And Salakia is going to show me, get this real quick. These are the plagues we're talking about. And this is Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Here's the plague. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Okay? What plague is that? That's these nukes. I guess I got to get Sarah Connor here. See what comes up. There he is. Which one? Not the drum kit. Talk about World War III, right? Sometimes you got a picture is worth 1,000 words. A movie picture.
This way. Please. Go.
Ordinary men's heart shall melt. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes. Their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Are not the nuclear missiles part of World War III? I do believe they are. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. We just saw a visual of that. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. All right. Revelation 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. What plague? That plague. And how do you come out of her, my people? Revelation 11. And 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven. Didn't we just hear that? Saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. All right? That means that they ascended up to heaven in a cloud right before this happened. In the same hour was there a great earthquake. Okay? What's that great earthquake? That's them bombs dropping. And the 10th part of the city fell in the earthquake, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Okay? Right? All right, so with that being said, let's look at some current events here. This is the Great Gathering. Let's get that real quick, because this is the time that we're in at this moment. Oh, what the hell? Let's get Joe out. God is gathering. Joel 3:2, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Okay, this is talking about the armies. I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Jehoshaphat. And we see that right now. Okay, let's go here. What does this say? China and Russia poised to step into the Afghanistan gap. Well, these armies are being gathered into the Middle East. They're running down there. Okay, there's a vacuum. And it's sucking everybody over here. Well, who's doing that? Well, God is doing that. It's a lot. Who's I? Let's talk about the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Will gather all the armies of the world into the Middle East, the valley of God's judgment. There will I judge them for harming my people. Who are his people? Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And the dude that left the thumbs down, what he was mad at is that I was proving that the one that you ignorantly call Jesus Christ is a so-called black man. That's what you have the problem with. All right. Well, the Israelites, right, are the niggers. Okay. Got a problem with that, right? What's this word doing? What's that word doing in the Bible? Acts 13:1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets. Was Jesus not a prophet? And teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called neger, oh, Niger, that Niger, and Lucius of Cyrene, Manian, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch, and that nigger, the Apostle Paul. You know, we got to prove what this word means, how you say it. Nigger. Nigger. Definition. A Christian. Acts 13:1. Now there's certain prophets. There were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger, that was called Christian. Yeah? Oh, this is Acts 11:25. Then departed Barnabas to Tarsus for to seek that nigger Paul. And when he had found him, he had brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people, and the disciples were called Christians. First in Antioch. Were being called. What's this word synonymous with? This word right here. Was called. We can do this all day. Now put your thumbs down, okay? Because here's what's coming to you. Where's Sarah Connor? Where's Sarah Connor at? Here's what's coming to you. All right? Where's she at? Here's what's coming to your ass right here. Keep talking shit. We're so close to this right now. Okay? World War III first. And I know this hurts you. I know it hurts you. But the truth is the truth all day long. Are they not being gathered down into the valley of Jehoshaphat right now? Let's watch this.
Grammarly have
I know the truth hurts.
letter that stands.
China and Russia poised to step into the Afghanistan gap.
What's that?
Biden's withdrawal.
Wait a minute. See how the spirit works? What the hell is this? The heavens roll together as a scroll. That's how the spirit works. See what's going down right now?
Biden's withdrawal of troops opens door for Washington's greatest rivals to extend influence.
God is gathering all the armies of the world down into the Middle East.
Over in Afghanistan redraws Asia's geopolitical map and hands China and Russia two of America's staunchest strategic rivals, an opportunity to project their power in the wake of Washington's chaotic withdrawal, analysts in several countries said. China has benefited from the irresponsible behavior of the U.S., which has deeply undermined the international image of the U.S.
Looks like the armies are being gathered together down into the Valley of John. And if you think them troops are coming home, the American troops, they're just being redeployed in that area.
Relationship between Washington and its allies, said Zhu Yongbiao, a Chinese government advisor on Central Asia and professor at Lanzhou University. Arkady Dubnov, a political analyst and Central Asia expert in Moscow, had a similar take. We can align our interests with China in opposing the U.S., he said. What is good for us is bad for Americans, what's bad for us is good for Americans. Today the situation is bad for Americans, and so it is good for us. The Taliban declared victory on Sunday after Ashraf Ghani, Afghanistan's president, fled the country, bringing to an end almost 20 years of a US-led coalition's presence. The Afghan army, despite years of training and investment by NATO, barely put up any resistance as the insurgents rolled into Kabul. But the cost of America's longest war gives a sense of the task ahead. More than 3,000 American and other NATO lives were lost, while 47,000 Afghan civilians and at least 66,000 Afghan military and police were killed. Trillions of dollars were added to the U.S. national debt as Washington absorbed the brunt of bankrolling the war. Early indications suggested that China, potentially supported by Russia, Pakistan, and some other governments, would adopt a very different approach, according to diplomats and experts.
All right. That's World War III, folks. This goes out to Mr. Thumbs Down. Or it could have been a woman. Got no business opening your mouth. It's Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? One more. And when this is Ezekiel 33 and 33, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. When all this comes true, and it surely will, then will they know that a prophet has been among them. All right? So with that, we'll see you tomorrow. This has been the World War III Daily Update. If the spirit is on you to put a thumbs down, go for it. But you have been warned. All right? Hey, it's not me you're mad at. It's the end of this world. All right? As you know it. And get ready for the one that's coming after it. All right? Now I got to get that on the way out. Make you even more mad. What world? You devils, your world is over. This is Ezra's having a talk with the angel that was speaking on behalf of the Most High. Then I answered and I said, this is 2 Ezra 13 and 7. Is it 13? 6. 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or what shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? The end of the first what? World, as you know it. This world right now is what is. What shall be the end of this world and the beginning of it that what? What world is coming after the world that we're in? It's called the kingdom of heaven. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world as we know it. This one right here that we're in. And Jacob, the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, are going to be the rulers in the kingdom of heaven. And that's just what it is. For Esau is the end of the world. Who's Esau? Whoever's ruling right now. Okay, the wicked. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Who's the wicked? It's you wicked devils. All right. Mr. Thumbs Down, I know who you are. You could be a wicked ass Israelite about to get put to death. This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's ruling the earth right now? Who's destroying it? Who's got these bombs? Who not made these bombs about to burn everything up? Well, the order came from the Most High, but he got your wicked ass doing it. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. We went into that yesterday. Who covered the faces? This guy. This guy. That's the wicked right there. And not just him, your people. That's the wicked. He covered the true face of Yahweh Shai. You don't look like that. Why is the scripture telling on you right now? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judge. Well, the main judge is Yahweh Shai. So whoever's in this picture is implicated. That's you. Get it? Now let's further go into the wicked. Who's the wicked? I have loved you, saith the Lord. He's talking to Israel. God is talking to Israel. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Right? Now I'm going to jump straight down here. And I hated Esau. Uh-oh. Who's the wicked? Whereas Edom, you Edomites, the descendants of Esau, Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them. Well, they're calling us a bunch of niggas and Christians, but who are they? What are they calling Esau or the Edomites? And they shall call them the wicked. No, it's not the border of wicked. The wicked. And the people against whom the Lord have righteous anger forever. So Esau, your world has come to an end. We're at the very end. It's going to end in fire, nuclear fire. And the men of the Lord are going to get beamed up into the chariots. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. First Thessalonians 4 and 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And we could do this all day. And so shall we ever be with the Lord in the kingdom of heaven, because we got saved from the destruction. What destruction? This destruction. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Esau, you're our enemy. All right? And in that hour, there was a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city collapsed. 7,000 were killed in there. 7 means completion. It means everybody else who didn't get rescued died in the fire of the nuclear burning. All right? And we went up to heaven in a cloud just like Elijah went up to heaven in a whirlwind. Okay? Same thing. And this, what happened to Jesus? And after he had said this, they watched as he was taken up in a cloud. How did Jesus leave after the resurrection? And a cloud received them. And a cloud received him out of their sight. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect were edified. Put your thumbs down and suffer the consequences. Shalom.